The Chumash Indians have been around for nearly 9,000 years, their homeland once extending from Malibu to Paso Robles, a 200-mile stretch of California coastline.
Land has memory, has spirit. That spirit will tell you those stories if you listen to the wind.
But across the country, millions of acres of Native American land was taken through the improper action of others, and tribes lost jurisdiction and control of those lands. In 1901, the Santa Ynez Band of Mission Indians, also known as the Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians, was federally recognized as a tribal nation. 5 years later, the federal government placed 99 acres into federal trust, establishing the Santa Ynez Reservation. Today, the reservation is comprised of about 140 acres, and the tribe has made the most of its land. But in recent years, housing has become a critical concern.
Currently, about 17% of our members and their children live on the reservation. Obviously, the reservation isn't large enough to house all the membership. That's why we chose to purchase Camp 4.
Camp 4 is 1,390 acres of Santa Ynez ranch land purchased by the tribe in 2010, located less than 2 miles from the reservation. Building homes on Camp 4 would help tribal members and their families be part of a community revitalization effort that rebuilds the tribal culture, customs, and traditions.
The tribe has 140 acres. For the most part, the 140 acres got us to where we are today, but we have a larger family, and we have a need to take care of that family.
To become part of the tribe's existing reservation, the land must be placed into federal trust.
The land into trust process is the way that tribes annex land to the reservation. It's done through the Bureau of Indian Affairs. The Bureau of Indian Affairs has a responsibility to make sure that the land has no title defects, is environmentally clean, and has no encumbrances on it. And when they make those determinations, then the land is conveyed to the United States of America to hold in trust on behalf of individual tribes.
Shortly after the purchase of Camp 4, the tribal government leadership team began work on getting the land placed into federal trust.
There are two possible ways to take land into trust for an Indian tribe. One is through the administrative process, where an application is filed. The second is to go through an act of Congress, because Congress can independently federalize the land just by passage of a bill.
The tribe is utilizing both methods to help ensure success. In July of 2013, the tribe filed a federal trust application with the Bureau of Indian Affairs. In October 2013, federal legislation was introduced to take Camp 4 land into federal trust, H.R. 3313, co-sponsored by Congressman Doug LaMalfa and Congressman Tony Cardenas. Since then, additional legislators have joined the congressman in moving the bipartisan H.R. 3313 forward. Placing land into trust is not an unusual occurrence, but is widely misunderstood.
I think the biggest misconception is that we can do whatever we want once it's brought into trust, which is not the case. We're still governed by the federal government.
The tribe has done its best to address misconceptions and fears in the local community, requesting a provision in H.R. 3313 that eliminates any possibility of gaming on Camp 4 land, as well as a solution for the county's decrease in property tax income.
One of the biggest complaints about the fee to trust process is it takes land off the tax rolls. So the tribe offered the county $1 million a year for 10 years to make up for any possible loss of property taxes. The county didn't counteroffer. The county ignored the tribe, going on 900 days. Since the county totally walked from the process, they totally abdicated any possibility that the county could have to work with the tribe towards some sort of mutually agreeable land use regulation.
Without the county's cooperation, the tribe continues to pursue its goal through the administrative and legislative routes. Once placed into trust, Camp 4 will become an integral part of accommodating current and future generations of Santa Ynez Chumash.
Camp 4 really is the first opportunity this tribe has ever had to have a large portion of land brought into trust where it could adequately provide housing and other services to its members, not just current generations, but generations to come.
living as a community under the realm of tribal government is really the survival of our sovereignty. And that's the most sacred thing that tribes have.
Camp 4 will change the life of my children, my grandchildren, and all the future generations that will come.